Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta take this clover leaf 1 second. Welcome back to another, I don't know what to call it. Maybe this is a new series, maybe it's not. But today is going to be my first time autocrossing. So as many of you know, myself and Sean have been talking about that on the podcast for some time now, about us doing a little bit of autocross. And he did it once, but now it's time for me to get into it. So we just wrapped up by Caffeine and Octane. I picked up Derek, aka NightFall Visuals, aka BMW riding my ass. Jesus. So we're heading up to St. Cloud. It's the Minnesota Safety Research Facility, something. But we're gonna head up there. It's gonna be a pretty sweet autocross setup. It's gonna be like, I think it's like a 50-second long track setup. So you can get cooking. Derek Stinton, one of the other guys out there, who is gonna probably jump into this car at one point, just to show me a few things. He's got like a 600 something horsepower Corvette, and he was hitting like low 100s on that track, so that's pretty freaking sweet. So this will be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, we got about a 42-minute drive here, and we'll see what happens. So how much 93 you got to put in there?
Tune Plus Inc. has their little calculator that I've been using. See the percentage you need, what you got, and it tells you what you need to put in.
Can barely see what it says, but yeah, that's freaking sweet. Gotta make sure that's on. Getting that corn, you ready to go?
I need to put 93 in.
Oh, you gotta switch. All right, done with that pump. On to the next.
40 minutes, I'm like, oh, my butt hurts so bad.
I'm excited to see Derek run. I feel like I might have seen him like back in the day when I started doing photos. But
yeah, I saw him at BIR.
Yeah, I love Mitch.
He's an amazing guy.
Have you ever seen his like splitter though? It's like plywood. All right, so we've arrived here. Oh God, here we go. Oh boy, I do not know what's going on. Scary man. What's the over under? I f something up. Oh yeah, I'm hitting those f***ing cones for sure. Bro, I've been on go-kart tracks that are wider than this. All right, this is a pretty big size too. All right, so today basically there's going to be, I think it's like 6 runs, and there's 4 groups. This part where it's open, I am confident with. Oh, cool, this is a banked corner. Those trees are awfully close. This is like actually like absurdly big. You'll see this in a moment, but this is impressive. That's a lot of standing water. Yeah, so today the weather is pretty meh too. All right, so needless to say, I'm going to take this very easy the first run. All right, well, here we go. Let's see what happens here. First time here too.
Well, she's first time like ever.
Like driving ever?
Like racing type driving, yeah.
Right here.
Okay. Well, we'll give you a little bit of room to go.
Woo! Oh, baby. All right. God damn, those oil temps got up. Holy shit. All right, we are up to 198. I think we started at like 150. I don't even know if the GoPro's picking this up, but all right, so traction control off. Let's try that now. I wonder how Derek did. Oh, you know what, actually, you know where I lost the most time was that first turn right there. I would come in way too hot.
Me too.
I literally went into the grass like twice.
Still twice.
So yeah, so that last turn was my second to best.
My brake got a little hot.
Oh, mine was cooking.
They're literally still purple. My rotors are purple.
All right, so that's a day. That was freaking awesome. Wow, I got a lot to learn. There's a definite learning curve here. A lot of the people that have kind of like given me tips, like Dave Rasmussen, who was on the podcast, Piero, Derek, who we'll probably have on at some point, and their advice definitely helped. Yeah, so the biggest thing that cost me on time, and I'll point this out in a video, was going into turn one way too hot. And as a result, I would end up too deep, and then I would almost go into the grass, and then I would have to crank it super low speed. So that would cost me maybe about a second, at least in my mental clock, I suppose. That would cost me about a second and a half, and then I would just f up the next two turns. So that one's solid, nice room for improvement there. However, what I did for the first 3 runs, I believe it was, maybe 4, I left the car in auto. I just wanted to see what it would do. That was stupid. Don't do that, because as a result, the car does its own thing. So it's like, oh, we're at 4,000 RPM, let's shift at 4,000. And realistically, I knew about that. I just wanted to see what would happen. So then I threw it into manual mode, and then I had to, recalibrate my brain. And basically, as a result, throw it in manual, and that kept me in boost. And then it also kept me, it just kept me faster. So when I actually managed to do that, I was about a half second slower than my best time. But the reason I was slower is because I think I let off on later on, but the biggest thing again was that turn one, and that was my worst turn on turn one, maybe my second worst, but not too bad, gained some time. I kept up with Derek fairly well. He was about 2 seconds faster than me, and you know what? I'm not upset, because ultimately, he's got like 60 more horsepower, probably a little torqueier, better contact patch, because that whole first, basically all the time, I'm freaking spinning. So there's some room for improvement there as well. So that was my goal. I did want to beat him, and Sean didn't make it out today, but I was able to stay within a strikeable distance. So room for improvement. I'm super excited to do more of these. The Morgans Motorplex people are freaking phenomenal. Like, the staff was so professional. They were super friendly for noobs like me. So really happy about that. The other thing, and I should have listened to Sam Moraine from Ratified Motorsport on this one, is I need new brakes. And that definitely was, well, honestly, there's other things I need to improve on before the brakes, but they are pretty toast. My left one's looking pretty blue. Freaking Alex's in the Evo are purple. So nonetheless though, super happy. I hope to do more of these, and then if you guys want to see more content like this, let me know in the comment section or message me. I don't know, man. I do appreciate those of you who do support so far, so thank you in that regard. But other than that, guys, see you next time.